enjoy the fun, chatting with interesting people while styling while we run. It's Kickin in Crocs. We're kicking in Crocs.
Hello, and welcome to Kickin' and Crocs, the podcast.
Was
We talk
it
about
me
martial arts
you're
stuff,
looking
kink stuff, and all
for?
sort of stuff.
When I look into your eyes.
I can't believe I kept going. My name is Steve, 1/3 of Kickin' and Crocs.
I'm Dave, the other third of Kicking and Crocs.
And I'm Nick, the final third of Kickin' and Crocs. Hello, everybody. How we doing, guys?
And that was Kelsey, the shadow half of Kickin' and Crocs.
Yeah, you heard her? Nobody did. All right.
Because she's a shadow half, yeah.
All right. So we got some topics for tonight, but before we do that, let's get a mental health check-in. How's everybody doing?
Mental health check. I'm good.
Good.
Good?
I'm good.
I hope
Everybody's good.
everyone out
I mean,
there is good.
every day, I've subscribed to this view of thinking, and anybody else can, think of this what you will. But every day, when I wake up, I get into the mindset of, oh, I'm alive.
That's the way to go.
Honestly, that it's a good way to be. So,
It is a good way.
honestly, if you guys are feeling depressed or down, or if you're feeling like, there's just a lot of stress in your life, just remember
thank
that
God
I
you're
was just-
Steve is
I was-
good.
alive.
I
You
was
know,
just saying
you're
this to,
alive. That's it.
I was just
man.
saying to somebody
like it.
the other day,
That's a good start.
my trick to life, and it's always worked for me, is
Now
I
closer.
find
Espresso first thing?
humor in almost everything. So no matter what the situation is, I find something to chuckle at. It's always worked for me.
Yeah, mostly when people call me Old Dave.
Excuse me, sir. Old
Master Dave. Don't forget the master.
You're
part.
right.
You just got promoted to master, so now it
I
works
still
even better
call
now.
myself Sensei still. I'm still getting used to it still.
No,
definitely
it's just
a change.
because there's other Daves out there.
Yeah.
Like Dave Gilbert.
There
And
are
Dave
many,
Car- and Dave
many a
Caravella.
good Dave out there.
And Dave Corsentino.
So I've been the most consistent
Dave
I've
Wilson.
ever been with my running. I've been the most consistent I've ever been with my running. I'm staying on schedule. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do.
Beautiful.
And your pal Dave Gilbert, who's an expert runner, is being. He's like, oh yeah. I was like, I'm not at your level, but I'm trying to stay consistent. He's like, oh, I'm old and beat up now, and I'm thinking, you jerk.
Yeah,
old and beat up you is still like,
You're still finishing
He's
the
like,
race
I only
right
do
after I
30-mile
started.
warm-ups now.
I'm old and beat up with my 100-mile races.
Oh no, Dave Gilbert is a phenomenal guy. Definitely a workhorse when it comes to running. He's so disciplined. He does about 8 miles at bare minimum a day as a warm up for his day. He can run everywhere. He just anywhere he goes. He loves it.
That's insane to me.
Yeah, I
So
can,
good.
I can run pretty much anywhere. It doesn't bother me. I have to say, the routine helps staying consistent, and like Declan, because I know I have to take him with me, and like I time it when he's. And
Yeah,
believe
for
me,
his schedule.
there have been plenty of Mondays, particularly, where I'm like, I don't want to do this today.
Well, that's crazy too, though.
can
Not
imagine.
only have you picked up your running, but you're running while pushing a baby. Like that is
Yes.
Well,
awesome.
the baby's in a stroller. I'm not just dragging him across the pavement.
You're not just kicking him around. No.
I'm like pushing him.
Let's go.
Come on, man.
He's in a stroller.
Yeah, it is in his stroller, but it's still the
that adds
stroller
even
does
more
its
weight
own
to
thing.
it.
Sometimes it's on the road. It's an extra thing that it is that forced push you have to do.
Yeah, man.
Imagine how
And my wife's doing it, too.
stronger you're going to be
Yeah,
once you're
yeah.
not doing that.
My
part
wife
of it
is pushing the
anymore.
stroller too.
Yeah, but
Not at the same time.
she's
She runs
a-
at different times when I'm running.
She's pushing you. You're pushing the stroller. I get it. She's keeping both boys moving.
Well, I was talking
love
about
it.
I was talking about that today. Like, I have found a good balance. The running's the easiest thing for me to do when for training with Declan because I can put him in the stroller and I can go. Doing anything else has become. I have an idea. I'm going to try this coming week, but doing anything else has become really hard because like we do the push-ups after we run.
Yes.
So Steve runs with me on Wednesdays. We always do 60 push-ups right after we're done, and I do that pretty much even on the long run. So like I ran 10 miles, I still did the 60 push-ups. But like he's usually asleep or in the stroller, not a problem. But if I try and do push-ups when he's free roaming,
He's on you.
he jumps in my head. He'll briefly try and imitate, but then he jumps in the head. If I hang on a pull-up bar in my monkey bars, the second I get up there, he just raises his arms because he wants to hang too.
Good habits.
Well, he does hold himself pretty good these days. Like bent arm, he tries to hold it. Like he'll be like, my chin's above.
I love it.
But
Muscles
like,
not developed
so you
yet.
you can't do pull-ups in his press. You can't do so. Like on the weekends, sometimes I say to Kelsey, like she'll go for her long runs, and then after a little bit, and she gets home, she recovers, she showers, whatever. I'm like, okay, I want to do a workout, so I'll close the door. I have to close the door in the office too, because he opens. Like if I leave the door open,
He opens it.
he walks in, and then he's like in my way.
Hey, what are we doing in here?
He
Well,
does,
hello,
he
gentlemen.
Does, he does if I throw a kick, like if I'm training like kicks.
I saw it.
He like lifts his leg up like I'm.
I saw it on the
That's how
Halloween
it
when you were on the mat and
starts.
you were throwing the kicks, and he was
Yeah.
like, eh.
That's how it starts. That's how Izzy started. Same thing. Luca
love
too,
it,
really.
man, love it.
Yeah.
So
It's great.
But yeah,
He's
that's my
gonna be a
little
dojo
diatribe.
baby.
That's my little diatribe
it.
on
I
that.
like it.
baby.
But the running's easy because I always time it like he doesn't nap too good unless you're moving. So I'll nap in a stroller in a car. So I always time it when I know he's starting to get sleepy. That's why I have him come on
All
at
right,
9.
time to run.
And I load him in the stroller, and he's always asleep within the first
Most
5
of
gonna
the
be
minutes.
time.
honest.
Most of the time.
I never really gotten into running, and I still am not, by the way. I'm not a big fan of running. I'd rather kind of like die out in rounds of sparring, like light rounds of sparring, than I would running. And it's two different types of cardio, but they're both valuable. I just can't get myself committed and disciplined for the running yet, and I really want to.
So what I
Yeah,
like
it's-
about the
it's
running,
very,
and
like,
I've
it's
had this
all
conversation. I've had this
here.
conversation
Very different
with
mental
Steve
game.
before. Because obviously sparring is better cardio for martial arts, like we're
Correct.
talking about jump roping, which I do like
I
as
want
well.
to do we know a place near me that has like bleachers that's not too far off? Because I want to start doing stairs.
Yeah, stairs are great.
And I'll tell you why later.
But
I
will tell you
don't off the
this.
top of my head.
what I like about the running, so it's like you'll hear experts talk on YouTube and like, oh, you got to be doing this for your cardio and you got to do sprints, but you do have to do sprints. But
I need to get back to
everybody forgets the mental part of a long run because there are many times during the run where I'm like, I'm done. I want to stop. I want to quit.
Yep.
And then you have to kind of silence the voice and go, no. We said we're doing 10 miles today. We're getting our 10 miles done. Like on Monday, I got to like mile 8, and I was like, I could probably just call it at 9. And I'm like, no. I said 10. I got to get 10 done. And it's like, it's that mental aspect
yeah.
in the game that applies to your martial arts because you take that like into like, no.
I got to finish this round strong.
Because a lot of
Yeah,
times
exactly,
Is that
your,
extra
your
under kicks?
mentality
Yep.
plays a
Yep.
big role too. So knowing I can push through when my whole body wants to quit, I know I can do it in other venues.
Totally
So
right.
That's what I like. I like the mental aspect of it. And believe me, but somebody said to me, Carolyn Durst goes, but running's like your passion. I'm like, no, it ain't.
No. Well, Gilbert used to tell me that too because I hate running.
It
He's
ain't
like,
my
but I
passion."
need it.
Most
But I hate it.
runners do when
That
they're
ain't my
doing
passion.
it.
No,
When
I
they're
love
doing
it when I'm done.
afterwards.
I
yeah.
love the feeling when I'm done. But like, I was like, she's like, it's not your passion. It's like, well, martial arts. She's like, oh, but that I never think of that because you do it for a living. I'm like, yeah, I do it for a living because of my
I
passion.
think that's the reason
See,
why.
I used to love that when I used to train. There was about 4 guys that used to train as far as weightlifting, not bodybuilding, but weightlifting.
No, weightlifting, yeah,
And
I
I love to lift to a point of failure, and you feel your body's like you
like,
literally said, "I've done everything. It's done.
I've
And
given
I
it my
love
all."
I like, and I know in running it's the same feeling. You
Yeah.
run until your body's like, and now we're done.
And I also love that I'm outdoors. That like I'm in all
It's good for
climates.
you.
It's
Oh, yeah.
warm. It's cold. It's raining. I'm getting rained on. I'm getting hailed on. I'm getting snowed on.
It's good for Spartan training, you know.
I enjoy
Yeah, that's cool.
that aspect of it. But like,
It's good for preparing
but
when you do a
like,
Spartan race in a nor'easter.
David Goggins once said, he goes,
Oh,
sometimes he's like,
the
yeah,
worst
no,
Spartan
but,
race ever.
so
but
awesome. Yeah.
as good as he said, you know, there's times I'll stare at my shoes for 30 minutes before, which I understand because there's times like I run later.
You're having that mental battle for 30 minutes.
I mean, there's been days where
them
like I know I'm supposed to run, but I put it off till 10 o'clock.
They're not
And
Crocs,
I'm like,
but put them on.
let's go. We got work to do. Like,
Yeah.
but you do. Everybody, even that, and it's good hearing from him because at the highest levels, you still have that internal battle.
Yeah,
of
so
like,
David Goggins is an ultra athlete, and he's.
But he wasn't always.
Not always.
And that's
No.
the thing.
But he
You're
says that
talking
he
like
has
almost
that
30
problem.
years later that he is now, right?
And he
But it's
still
still
has
has those
it.
mental battles. where
Still
it's
has
like,
that
because everybody's got that late. Like, of course, I'd rather
Well,
sit on
think
my
about it. He
couch
can
in the
easily
warmth.
say, like, what do I have to prove to himself?
Yeah.
But he still does it. It's not about that. It's about, this is what I do.
So
That's why I've always found I would do way better when it's with other people or there's at least one other person. That's why, like, I would not go running by myself.
Yeah.
I can't. I can't do that. I'm just not built that way mentally.
I ran
Running-
better when I was going for my second degree. I ran better because I would run with Alex. So Alex
Well,
would take
see,
me running.
even training
and he
like
kept
that
the pace
too.
for me. And back then he was running even more back then.
Even
and
martial
it
arts
was
training.
way better.
Yeah, even martial arts training too. Though I just can't bring myself to do it. Sparingly, like every now and then,
Oh,
there'll
no, I
be
could
once in a
definitely train on
blue
my own.
mood day where I can get and train on my own. I just can't do it. I need people.
well, you like having a partner.
Yes,
Yeah,
I need
know.
people. I need a partner.
Which our
maybe
Sunday
hit.
workouts are coming back.
They need to because one, we need to use those days to film
but,
stuff.
but I also like. I don't know. Also, Declan is like a motivator for me too because like
Yeah, you want to be
Totally
good for
agree.
him.
he sees me getting after it, even if he's too young to really comprehend what's happening.
Oh, it's sinking in.
He sees it, and then he sees
It's
my
sinking
wife
in.
because Kelsey takes you. There's days he's going on 2 runs because he runs with me in the morning, he runs with her at night. So like, I know the example. He sees when I don't want to go, and I'm still like, no. We said we're doing this. Like, let's lace up, let's go. Like, and I
That's
think
good.
that's like my mentality changed there a little bit because even though I know he's 15 months old, he's not comprehending what's going on.
No, but he's not comprehending what's going on. But subconsciously, he will understand the habits because that happens to a lot of people. They
Right.
forget what the kids are seeing that you're not paying attention to. But they're always watching.
Yeah.
And you don't know what they're going to grab. So it's better to just put the right thing
Well,
forward
and I
all the
say
time.
I'd rather see Daddy huffing and puffing and getting after it than see me sitting on the couch looking at the TV.
Puffing and puffing because you can't get upstairs.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
very different.
Well, I'll tell you. So talking about the stairs things, we went to the Statue of Liberty this week.
Were you dying on it?
I felt it was 176 stairs, not that many.
I've done
right,
it.
nothing crazy, and it wasn't to the crown. It was just to the base. We weren't going to the crown because it's too. It was, with Isabel and stuff, I wasn't pushing it to the ground. But I felt it after 176 stairs,
course,
and I was
it's
like,
steps.
"What?" I get it, but I'm like, that's why I got to do steps. Like, I'm like, I'm not that I'm going to eliminate that feeling, but I shouldn't.
You should
feel,
start doing some Spartan race with us. That'll up
Well,
your...
he already agreed that he's going to be the cameraman when we do one in Crocs.
will start doing it.
They do a
I need to really get
they
out
do
and-
the
and do
climb
the stuff for that.
they do the climb the Empire State Race.
Okay, you're actually just going up the back stairs.
So the climb the Empire State races, you're taking the stairwell all the way up to the top.
That's crazy.
It's
If you want to do
bananas.
stairs, Nick, join us for one of the stadium Spartan races.
Yeah,
That's
you
a
do
lot of stairs.
too.
Yeah, but I would want to work up to it. I don't want to show up for the first time and do stairs at the Spartan race. Like, so I need to find places where I could do some of the Spartan stuff.
Any
before
recommendations
the
for
Spartan
Nick
race.
in the Howell area?
Well,
Yeah, Northern House.
Comment down
I
below.
mean, I can go
Speaking-
to the high school, but I'm trying not to do that. See if there's any other places that might have bleachers,
Speaking-
any soccer fields or something that might have it.
speaking of races,
Mm.
one of our topics tonight. I
Yes.
gotta pronounce the guy's name right, I guess.
Yes, please.
You
That
should
might be a
tell
good idea.
ask the phone to say it because I think we're going to butcher it.
I will not butcher it.
Let's see how each of us pronounces
Yeah, but you're
it,
not
right?
going to know if you're saying it right or not.
I will know.
We'll ask
Kevin
Siri.
Leimkuhler? Leimkuhler? Leimkuhler?
Yeah, we're guessing, meaning we're off, but I think it sounds right.
Leimkuhler?
Yeah, sure. Saying it faster doesn't change the fact that's probably wrong.
Leimkuhler.
But Leimkuhler. It says it is a German name. Try to put it in the
So-
pronouncing thing of the phone.
No.
Do it.
No.
Why not? Well, tell the story first, then we'll go.
Anyways, yes, let's move on
Okay,
to why we're
so-
talking about this person.
So he set the world record. So it was just in the so New York City Marathon was last
which is
week.
a huge marathon.
Which is
yeah.
my wife is run the New York City Marathon.
Yep.
She loved it. It's
Which
her
you have
favorite.
to
It's her,
qualify for it.
no, you don't.
I think you said you do. Was
Boston.
it Boston?
Boston.
Oh,
Boston.
Boston.
You have
Sorry.
to,
New York wants
my
lottery.
wife- it's a lottery, or you have to raise a butt ton of money.
Yeah.
But that was my wife's favorite
She got
marathon.
the lottery. Okay, cool.
Favorite marathon. So we were trying to follow last week as we were hiking. We were also trying to follow the which, by the way, I won't invite you to the hike next time, Nick.
I may or may not
We
be able to
didn't
go,
even
but
know you
throw
liked
We
it.
it
literally
out.
talked about it
I-
on the podcast, man. He knew it was happening. He could have just come.
Yeah, shows you I wasn't paying attention either.
Oh,
So,
okay, great.
Anyway,
to the day, yeah. So go
We're
ahead.
not going to be able to tell the story.
No. Yeah, so she liked the New York
So-
City Marathon. This guy was running the New York
so
City
this guy
Marathon.
was running last week at the New York City Marathon, and he set
Nice.
the world record for running marathon in Crocs.
He literally wore
Yeah.
Crocs. We got sent this by our good friend Will Marunka, avid
Thank you,
listener.
Will.
Thank you, Will. This
I
is really cool.
I did also get to send somebody else also sent it to us.
Oh,
too.
yeah?
And here's the crazy thing.
Um,
it was in regular red
Pretty
Crocs.
sure it was Will.
It wasn't
no,
a
Will,
fancy
Will sent us on Facebook.
Okay.
Absolutely.
regular red Crocs.
Yeah, the clogs.
Yeah.
Not even like light rides or
So,
sneakers.
that's awesome.
Or, yeah, it was literally just the baseline. When you say Crocs, this is what you think of. This the like original shoe.
Oh
And
yeah.
that's
great.
crazy. What was the time?
It was
2:51, 2 hours and 51 minutes.
Yeah, 2 hours 51 minutes and 27 seconds.
And the last record with Crocs
Crocs.
was 2:59 and change.
That was
So he
with
knocked
Crocs on, or I
off-
think
yes,
that was
with
just,
Crocs,
I think that
with
was just the
Crocs.
record.
So I'm
No,
running.
with
I mean,
Crocs.
I'll be running a marathon in January.
No, because him without Crocs is 2:30 himself, and he wasn't like
Yeah.
a record breaker.
I'll be running the marathon in January, like I usually do.
Okay.
I don't plan on doing it in Crocs.
But maybe
So-
you may change your mind.
Probably not.
No.
Why? If
Spartan
you can
race is
get
one
it.
thing.
Well,
Running a
how
marathon is different.
quickly do you normally average out a marathon? You think?
Oh God, not that
5
fast.
hours?
Yeah, I'm like,
I don't know. I'm serious.
I
you
think
know,
the
if you're not
fastest
a regular.
I think the fastest I've ever done is like 4:58.
Okay.
But,
So you
but again,
Crocs, you add
this
an
is
hour,
the
right?
first year I'm actually training.
Nice.
I mean, I'm always doing martial arts and other things.
No,
I'm
but
always-
You
But
always
actual
ran
running.
too. You just didn't do it specifically like building
no.
up to that level.
I ran, but I never ran anywhere
Never ran
near
10
the
miles.
distance that you were supposed to run.
Yeah, never ran 10
So,
miles for it.
Kelsey pointed out last week when I ran 9 miles, she goes, that's the most you've ever run before a Disney marathon, which is absurd because you're not supposed to just jump. But
So I have a question, right? So as a non-runner, and for folks that may be interested in getting into running and are non-runners, what's the best way to map out to make sure you're hitting the amount you might be your goal?
dude, they're
Like, oh, I
all
wanna
different.
try
They're
to
all
get-
different
There's a bunch
styles.
of different schools of thought
Yeah.
for
Or
it.
like apps or what do
There's
you
different
do?
apps.
there's a bunch of
there's
different apps you
training
could do for it,
plans.
yeah.
Every marathon that you sign up for will give you a training plan as well.
I'm not even talking about
Yeah.
the training plan. I'm like, hey, I want to run a mile today, and I don't know how much a mile is. Is there like an app that you guys
Oh,
recommend?
my watch tells me.
Yeah, Apple Watch.
But it
comes,
tells you
like,
as you're doing it. It
Correct,
doesn't.
yeah.
No, but if you want like pre-plan, it's
Oh,
like,
yeah,
hey,
no, there's
the
tons of there's
fitness app,
websites you can
the
go
default
to.
So
fitness
any
app
that
that
you
comes with
would,
your phone.
so you would recommend the default fitness app?
It's just
with an
it comes with the
iPhone.
phone. You don't got to buy anything different.
health
There's probably there's
If
probably
you
ones that
don't-
are easier to use, but
So
I'm
I
just seeing if you recommend any.
I
that you
Yeah,
could
I
draw
most
use-
of
out.
the
that's the
time,
one that I
most
use.
of the time I don't
Just
draw it
the-
out
just the
ahead
one
of
that's on
time.
your
I just go, and
Mm.
my watch will tell me, and I know like if I'm getting close to like the mileage to start heading back towards my house, if I'm running through neighborhoods, but also like there's places to run, like Manasquan Reservoir is 5 mile loop, so you
Yeah.
know you're doing 5 miles.
you know you're doing
Yeah.
at least
You
5
know,
miles on
you
one
know,
day.
if
Yeah.
you go to
Brick
Brick
is
Reservoir,
1.3 or
1.3
whatever it is, yeah.
around, you can
Yep.
measure it. And most towns have a place that has a distance like that. So yeah,
And
so,
I've even told people like, so take your car, reset the the odometer. Yep.
Yeah. Or not a speedometer. I'm sorry.
Is it
the
odometer?
Yeah.
And then just drive until it hits a mile, and okay, I hit a mile. You know what I mean? And you don't have to be exact. You're just trying. But
but
I didn't know if you had different
yeah.
recommendations.
So I mean, it's probably not the right way to do it, but what I'm doing right now, and Kelsey's better.
how do
at
you
this than
guys
me.
track yourselves?
Kelsey's
What's your
way better
preferred app?
at planning out her training than me. But basically, what I'm doing is Mondays I do my long runs, Wednesdays I do 30th, which are my shorter ones, and then Fridays I'm trying to do half of what I did on Wednesday. So I did 10 on Monday, I did 5 today, when we recorded this.
Nicole's topping around 4.5 to 5. Like those are her like the most.
But this guy
She's
did it.
usually like 3.5.
This guy did it. in
Her regular's
Crocs.
3.5. But she's not running.
And you're
sometimes
also
she's running.
New York
Walking.
City Marathon is fully on pavement, and you have to do the bridges. There's some good hills there on the bridges.
Oh, it's a challenge.
That's
So-
crazy, man.
Running
I
through the
can't
city,
believe Pretty
good
you're
at
on
Crocs.
pavement. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's
I
awesome.
wonder if he had Gibbiton.
Didn't look like
at
it
the
in
end, no, at
picture.
the end he did.
Did
At
he?
the- I don't know if
puts
they
it in
were
the
the
end?
whole race, but at
It
the
didn't
end
look like.
he had numbers on it. I
When
don't
we
know if
looked
it
at
was
the
his
numbers
numbers.
there, they looked blank.
Yeah, go into it again, and then go left to right.
Obviously, he was running in the picture, so he might not have been
Yeah,
able
I
to
don't
see
think it
him.
was when he was running, but
Oh
after,
wait, it's not in that one.
it was one that I. Oh no, I looked him up online,
You looked it up online.
and it had the pictures, and he had numbers on it, but it was post race, I think.
Good for
Okay.
him.
He might have
Yeah.
taken
You got-
him out just to.
You got to
I don't
keep
know.
those Crocs forever.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
for sure. You would never get rid of him.
That's pretty
But
good.
who get rid of
You know,
Crocs
honestly
anyway?
though,
Exactly.
I gotta say, when we do the Murph every year in Crocs,
Mm.
I have no problem running in those bad boys.
I really think
They're
that,
not that
once
bad.
you're on a flow, you're going. I mean, the good thing is it doesn't mess with your ankle. It's just the padding underneath. You have to be like, it depends on how your foot is and if it can handle it. But as far as like the support around the ankle, you're I think as long as you're a regular runner, you should
Yeah.
be strong enough to hold it.
Steve is double checking
good?
everything.
Still going?
You can see the
Health
reflection. in the-
check. Health
I
check.
can see the reflection of the screen. I can't tell if it's recording or not.
Oh, I can see the red that it's recording.
Yeah, but okay. Anyways,
I like it. That was cool when you sent it to me, and I love those kind of articles.
I can't
So
believe that.
Will
That's
and
insane.
Whoever when you guys see those articles, of course,
Send them to
we
us.
prefer to
Yeah.
be Crocs related. I love reading different articles, learning different things like that. Please send it to us.
Yeah.
Dave's an insanely avid reader, so like send us stuff. We would love to look
I-
into it. Talk
because
about
we
it.
love to talk about it. Yeah, it's
I
great
did.
conversation.
I was like, cool. I kind of like.
Do you think we'll have articles written about us when we do Spartan races
See
in
the
Crocs?
problem? No. Are we setting a world
Yeah,
record?
we can run
try.
it. We
Oh,
can,
I wonder what.
we can write the articles.
First of all, that's an interesting thing that you just said.
Has
because
anybody
I wonder
ever
if
run them in
anybody's ever
Crocs
run
before?
a Spartan race in Crocs before.
Type it in. My phone's
Yeah, so
getting
look it up right
charged.
now.
My
I
phone is charged.
wonder.
And you know why? Because here's the thing: if you're running, in
Somebody
Crocs,
has to have done that.
How
right?
does the
Somebody's run Spartan races in those little blow-up T-Rex costumes. Like someone has to have done it in
Yeah,
Crocs.
Yeah, but that's
I wonder
different.
how it does in the obstacles. You know what I mean? Because you fall when you drop off an obstacle, you're in water. or whatever it is, right? I'm asking you. I haven't done it before. Like,
No.
if you,
Some
obstacles, very
obstacles
few.
go into water,
Okay.
which would do well with the Crocs. However, I am thinking that
I
some
guess
of them.
though, because coming from a support perspective of the Crocs, I mean, you'd have to keep them in sports
Yeah.
mode the whole time, and maybe even
I'm
tape them a little
thinking
bit.
more of like when we get to one of the walls, and you have to kind of you can
You
use
need
your
that
arms
grip
to
to
pull
get
up.
up.
Wait a
But
minute
some
now.
cases, you have to use your foot to kind of help you. And there's other ones where it involve like the one where you drag the sled towards yourself by pulling it on the rope. You
you
have
need
to
that
have your feet
traction.
planted there. Yeah, I don't.
So
because
there
that sled's
has
pretty
been
heavy.
somebody that ran sport races in Crocs.
How many people? The first thing he said was, "No, we don't recommend doing
it, but
this.
it's been done.
We're doing it. We're
So
doing
we'll
it.
watch that later. But now, Steve made
I
a
want to know,
great.
but it references at.
But so while you're looking that up, Steve made a great point earlier. Wouldn't it be great to grab a couple of these guys, these athletes, and interview them, whether it's
No,
via
I definitely
Zoom
want to.
or even in person?
Yeah.
I think it would be. I agree with you. I think it'd be really cool. I know we didn't talk about it on the air, so I'm saying
No,
that.
we didn't. Yeah,
It
it's
would
true.
be really cool. I think if we
'Cause
could get
Will
a couple of these folks
suggested
and
it.
talk to him. Oh, he did.
When he sent us the marathon guy, he said, "You guys
this
should
guy."
try to get this guy on the podcast." I was
Yeah.
like, "Dude, honestly, yes. Like, I love having our friends on as guests, but at the
No,
same
but it's
time,
nice to spread the wings a little bit.
I
Yeah.
think it would help expand at least the
we should
podcast
get him on.
itself a little bit
Also,
more."
some dude ran sport racing Crocs. We're gonna do it. It's happening.
Oh yeah, no,
Well,
it's
we
happening.
should find out who that dude is, and we can reach out to him too. Like,
Yeah,
what
for
do you
sure,
recommend, man?
actually,
What'd you
yeah.
learn? What'd you take away? What can we
We
get ready
don't
for?
recommend that.
Yeah,
Shut
we
up.
don't recommend this.
Quitters. No, just kidding.
I mean, they are banning.
we'll be fine.
Like Crocs are banned from gym classes across the country and school.
Yeah, I know
because of
Luke
the-
can't wear them. Yeah.
That's when you get Croc sneakers, and then you can still wear Crocs.
This is true.
Yeah, because they're not really, even though they're saying the brand, it's kind of like when someone talks, Second Amendment, they just put everything into one category. It's not one category. There's different types of Crocs that are made for different types of
So
things.
one of the grandmas
it.
was sitting in the lobby
Yes.
2 weeks ago, and I looked down and I go, "Oh, I like your Crocs." And she was wearing exactly how I wear, my light ride sneakers. The
Yes.
sneakers.
Yep.
I took the laces out of them because they're way more comfortable without the laces.
Okay, she did the same thing.
And she has them in black, and she did the same thing. But I could identify.
And they stay okay without the laces?
perfectly.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
And I looked at him. I go, and the woman next to us, next to the grandma, she goes, "Those are Crocs." And the little grandmother, she's like, "How did you know?" I was like, "I know my Crocs." I said, "I have the same pair
I'm
in gray.
somewhat of a Croc
I
expert.
have the same pair in gray." And then she
I
goes,
may or may not have.
And
it.
then
Are you a
she goes-
Crocs
social media
He's a-
page.
and then
He's
she
a
goes,
Crocsper.
which was a
Crocsper.
little. She's like, "Oh, I did not know they were for men too."
Well, I don't know where that
That's-
conversation's going, Dave. That didn't help
I was
you out
like,
at all.
well.
But here's the thing.
Thanks.
You're married with a kid, so it worked out.
There you go.
Yeah, yeah,
exactly.
Thank you, Kelsey.
But I immediately identified them as
Yes,
Crocs.
thank you,
And she goes,
Kelsey.
"I got them at Kohl's."
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, wherever
There
you
you
go.
go.
It's awesome.
So yeah. So moving on to talking to parents in the lobby.
Okay.
So two parents,
Mm.
Subats.
I like how you said it like it's one word.
Subats.
That's how I say her name.
That's
Subats.
that's her samurai name.
Subats. And Melissa Kalela, Colton's mom.
You didn't
All
say
right.
So-
those names like it was one word.
Yeah.
Well, that one doesn't flow like that.
Oh, I
There's
think you
certain
said it.
names like I
Melissa
went to high
Kalela.
school with a kid named Brad Miller.
Subats.
But I went to high school with a kid named Brad Miller. Nobody ever called him Brad. They call him Brad Miller. Like there's certain names where you just call him.
You have to
They
say it.
flow
You have to
better.
say the last
Yeah.
name with
Flow
it. Yeah.
Okay.
Um.
So you're in the lobby. You're talking.
So they both have kids that don't do the red dyes. In fact, Melissa Colello has her daughter.
Analogy.
Is basically allergic to everything.
Okay.
So.
That's
Terrible.
rough.
So she had brought me after much joking around Halloween about all the candies and how my poison red dyes. And I'm like, yes, give me the red dyes. So she had
Ugh.
brought us. She brought me a package of what's called two. She brought me actually 3 packages, little guys, of Giggles. Giggles, which are made by the
You open it and they laugh.
the YumEarth, and they're the healthy alternative to Skittles. And healthy within reason. Obviously, they still have sugar in them, but not as much. But
not
there's
as bad
there's
for
no
'em.
dyes. So
Okay,
they're
cool.
colored by like vegetable juice, fruit juice, so
All natural
no red
ways.
dye.
All natural means for that color. Cool.
So I tried them, and they weren't bad. They're not exactly Skittles, but they're not bad. And then I brought them on the hike,
Mm-hmm.
and Steve tried them. What were your thoughts? there,
I liked
Mr.
them.
Steve.
I liked them. They were definitely like the same. Like, you know how when you chew a Skittle, you can tell, even if you don't know when you put a Skittle in your mouth, you just chew it and you know it's a Skittle.
Yeah.
It had that same consistency when you were chewing it, so it definitely it felt like a Skittle.
Yes.
You're right. It didn't taste exactly the same,
it
obviously,
wasn't terrible.
But it was not bad.
No. So
And I would definitely eat those. Like, if I could replace, I would replace Skittles with those.
And I'm a Skittle fan.
well,
'Cause
and
they-
there's
they- if
actually
they- they're
less. there's
healthier, so I would replace
yeah,
Skittles with
there's
those.
less sugar in them. Sugar's still in it. Don't get me wrong.
yeah,
It's granulated sugar. There's no high fructose corn syrup in it.
Awesome.
So that's
At
it's
all.
actually really good. Actually,
And
really
they're actually vegan, not made in the non-peanut factory.
Would make sense.
So like the list of everything on. I wish I had the Giggles packages, but we ate them all. But there was all down the list was all stuff that are not in. She
Yes.
also gave me 4 lollipops. I ate one
Same
already.
company, obviously, right?
Same company.
YumEarth.
So I figured you guys can choose.
We are not. They are not a sponsor, by the way, but this
No,
is
no,
a
no.
recommendation.
But hopefully
of to
one
try.
So
day.
there are 3 for you to choose
One
from.
day we could be sponsored by.
There's
Give them a call.
if
Tell
you
'em what
guys
those-
would
what those are.
like to try them. And one of them, I believe she said they're also high in vitamin C. But
Really?
Nice.
so you can see on the label, vegan, gluten free.
Got it.
Yeah.
We could try them.
What's the flavors?
But before
got
we
there?
try,
Oh.
the lollipops, because you're gonna want to try these first. So Melissa and obviously Sue are friends. So Melissa got to me first, and then the next day, they come to the same like brown belt class.
Mm-hmm.
And Sue goes up. Melissa goes up to Sue and she's like, "Guess what Master Dave tried for the first time yesterday? Dye-free candy."
Candy.
So then she's like, "Well, have you tried the dye-free? It's a different company now, but their version of Swedish. So
Swedish Fish.
Pull 'em up.
these are called Scandinavian Swimmers, and they're from Trader Joe's.
Okay. Okay.
Trader
Same
Joe's.
thing, dye-free."
They're doing something right if they got into Trader Joe's.
So-
Let's put that up here. Show the.
So she goes. So Sue's like, "Have you had those?" And I was like, "No, but I should warn you now. Swedish Fish are my favorite candy, and I'm stubborn when it
Those
comes
are
to Swedish.
some of Nicole's favorites too. Are Swedish
Right,
Fish.
Swedish
Those
Fish are
and
the best.
Twizzlers. She loves.
Well,
them.
those are my
Twizzlers
two
are
favorite.
really
Twizzlers,
good.
Twizzlers, and
Licorice,
Swedish Fish.
really good.
Swedish Fish are on top, and then Twizzlers are right below them.
I think Nicole would switch, but they're both really high up there.
So I was like, I'm a snob with that. I don't think so. So she was like, no, they're really good. I was like, no, I'm like a snob when it comes to Swedish Fish. Like, I could tell you if they came from the boardwalk. The boardwalk ones had that slight staleness to them compared to like. So anyway,
And you thought the Crocs were bad.
so
I like how he
Sue,
limits snobbishness
Sue
to
comes
candy.
in the next day with a little plastic bag and 3 of these Scandinavian
Oh,
things
okay.
in them. So I'm like, she's like, you gotta try. So I tried one. And then Colton's mom actually came in, Melissa came in afterwards, and she's like, did you try them? I was like, yes. What'd you think? Now I'm gonna hold my opinions for a minute, because I'm gonna let you guys try some. So I went and bought a bag because also, who else tried?
He's trying not to sway our opinions.
Dan
See, I like that.
Lohmeyer tried them, because there was 3 in there, so Lohmeyer also tried one.
I don't want to know his opinion either.
So I'm not gonna tell you, but I am gonna open these. Hold my mic, please.
Or yeah, we
Well, I
just
can
put
put
it
it
down.
I got it.
So no need to hold the mic.
Hello, I'm Nick and Dave. Ta-da.
It sounds the same no matter what.
I'm snobbish sometimes.
Okay.
About Swedish fish.
I'm Swedish.
Choose your Scandinavian
Very-
swimmer.
Ooh, okay.
Don't eat it yet, though.
Okay.
Don't eat it yet.
Ooh. I like how they're different types of like sea.
Well, like these,
Creatures.
yeah. Oh, yeah,
Lobster.
because they're swimmers.
High class
Yeah.
got a
Okay.
lobster.
On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, gentlemen. Starting with Steve. Opinion.
Wow. I did not expect it to be that good.
Nick.
Tastes to me just like a Swedish Fish. Tastes great.
That's what I said. I was, and they like Sue was trying to like. She's like, dude, it tastes exactly like Swedish Fish. It's like, no, they're not. And I had to eat my words because they do. The only caveat I will make is,
Very good.
Certain one.
And
that
I
you
had
don't
the red
really
one that
prefer.
looked like a red lobster.
I had a
Red
blue
lobster.
one. I had a blue one. I couldn't tell what type of fish it is because I don't know anything about fish, but it was a blue fish.
Maybe it was a bluefish, which is an actual fish called bluefish.
Is it really?
Yep.
Oh shoot!
try the yellow.
Try the yellow.
Try the yellow.
You just
Okay.
manhandled it.
Oh,
What,
stop.
what type
My
of
hands are
animal
free.
was the yellow? Was it an octopus? It looks like a tentacle.
The yellow is my only disappointment because she gave me each color.
Well, I'm guessing you said that these are colored by like fruit.
You
right?
know what it
Fruit
was? The
juices?
yellow was a weird attempt at trying to make it taste like lemon, but
Yeah.
it doesn't. It almost like blands it out a little.
That's what I was about to say.
I couldn't tell if it was supposed to be lemon or like a coconut of some sort.
I wasn't getting coconut. I was actually getting more of mango-y.
Mango. Yeah, maybe that's what I'm
Right?
thinking.
You know, give us another one. Now that he said mango,
You
I
gotta
wanna
dig
try.
for it. I'm not digging
is your
again. There's
bag.
2 yellows right. No, well, yes, it's my bag, but I purposely stopped before
I'm
work
not going to lie.
to get this for the
okay,
show.
I will say this. That yellow one was not as good as the blue one that I just had.
No, the
but
blue one,
it's still good.
dude. The red ones are spot on.
I have it. Give me
too.
a red one. Let me see a red one.
So we're thinking
Back, please.
of giving them-
Thank you.
Well, he
Oh,
wants you to have
I have
another
another
yellow.
one. Go. I'm find a red one. I want the lobster. I want the lobster. Lobster.
They're good though. And
Wait, I want the yellow one to taint
so
it.
if your kid can't do red dye, you can have these,
I mean, just in general, this would probably just be better.
and they're
for you.
gluten free.
They taste really good. I mean, they taste like candy. So
Oh my god, the red one is amazing.
No, they're good. They're good.
Yeah,
I
try,
mean,
that's the one that I had, Nick. Welcome to Candy and Crocs, everybody.
they all do, folks. They all have a slightly different taste to them. The red ones taste the most like Swedish Fish. They all have a slight.
I agree with that.
Different
I like
taste to
the
them, but they're
blue
good.
one. I really like the blue one though.
It's not bad at all. None of them are bad.
So like,
they're good.
So like, if you look at the ingredients,
great.
it's cane.
They are
it's,
good.
it's cane sugar, tapioca syrup. So it's not high fructose corn syrup.
I guess that's better.
Invert sugar,
never
water,
heard of it.
modified cornstarch.
We need. You know what we need? We need
Yes.
like a nutritionist on one of our podcasts.
Oh, I think we know someone who's trying to become one.
Well, we could ask her if she's up to speed on some of this. stuff.
Sunflower oil.
And she's a
Spirella-
fan favorite.
Spirulina for color. Spirulina for color.
You use it sparingly.
An organic carnauba wax. We're gonna. You know what we're gonna do is, I'm gonna don't eat these all, because I'm
All
gonna
right,
bring.
We'll leave you one.
I'm gonna bring some in for Lauren, who's our nutritionist,
That's what we're just talking about.
and I'm gonna see if she likes them.
Yeah, sure.
The
And her
orange one has
thoughts
a
on
little- The orange one has a little orange flair to it.
That's good. Well, I mean, it should because they should be different flavors because he said they were colored by fruit juices and vegetable
But
juices and
what's
stuff like
funny
that.
though, if you get multicolored Swedish fish, which they do have them out there,
They
to
do.
me the taste is the same.
The assorted ones?
Yeah.
No, I can taste the difference in the assorted ones. It depends on which ones,
I
but
know.
yeah, you can taste the difference between the green ones and the red ones for sure.
Very good. Oh man.
Get their new
No, that was really good though. I
the
love
Swedish
those.
Swedish fish.
Let's try the
from Hal's.
lollipops.
So
Is there different flavor lollipops? What is the flavors
now
of the
remember,
lollipops?
these are 2 different companies.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yes.
actually, YumEarth is
What's
is
that
the,
Here, I'll close
this
it.
is just from Trader Joe's.
And that's a company, Trader Joe's.
Yeah,
Well,
it's just
Trader Joe's, it's like a
They make their own food.
I guess yeah, but it's a store. It's like a
yeah, that's why I wasn't sure if it was a brand.
No,
being
no,
sold
it's
at
it's
Trader
the
Joe's.
store's
their
brand.
Yep.
it's like great value at Walmart.
So,
type
but the
deal.
Got
the YumEarth is probably the healthier of the 2.
Okay. Let's try it out. All right, I'm gonna go for the lighter strawberry.
So I've already ate one of these, so I know.
So yours.
I
am
had-
ruining it?
Flavor.
You already
Choose a
had
flavor.
The cherry. You want me to?
No. I don't even know if I'm gonna have one. I had one earlier.
Or they're both cherry right there?
Kelsey, try this healthy Swedish fish. No, come on, do it. Try it
Pomegranate.
for the show,
You don't have
off
to come
camera.
on- You don't have to come on the camera.
Ew.
I promise. They're really good.
I'll try cherry, I guess.
They're really good.
I
Listen,
don't
we
like
mess
the
with you.
pomegranate
We get
one.
it.
Come on.
Yeah, she's off camera over
The
there.
shadow half is they're Scandinavian Swimmers,
review.
You already stole my
as
title.
recommended by
Let's
Subats
Subats.
and
I'm gonna call
Melissa
her
Colello.
Subatsan.
go. Subasan.
They're not all swish. They're fish. They're swimmers.
They're
That's
all
a
good.
lobster.
That one tastes the most like a Swedish fish. The
You
other
just
ones are
said
different.
they're not all Swiss.
It's good.
they're not from Switzerland.
C'est not Swiss.
They're not as gummy, she said.
Yeah, but it also depends
so
on.
Kelsey said they're not as gummy. And the
No, I kinda
and
found that way
Kelsey
too,
said
yeah.
the texture is different.
I kinda felt
she
that way
also
too. You
said
didn't chew it
Subats
as
has
much.
no idea what she's talking about.
Do you
What
think
was
they're
that?
more like dollar store Swedish fish?
No, I'm
Subats
kidding.
should take her fish and
Or they're a little bit
leave.
more firm?
And you know Melissa.
Nice.
You know Melissa Colello. You've met her directly. You might have met Sue, but you definitely know Melissa.
Her hand was in the shot.
Yep.
Ooh.
We should also talk about our Halloween video at some point.
That-
We already
they're
did.
good, though. Like they all have a
We talked
slightly
about it
different
last episode.
Oh, okay.
flavor to them.
Was it yellow? Was it yellow? The blue one.
What? You don't like the blue one? That's my
Blue,
favorite
blue, blue.
one.
The blue one? You didn't like the blue one? Kelsey. Shadow
She's
Half
a
has
rough
communicated that
critic,
she.
huh?
Yeah, oh yeah.
I'm
it's
trying.
harsh.
I like it.
am.
I like it.
Yeah.
She's a
I kinda
chocolate
feel the
person.
same way,
She doesn't
but
do
these are
gummy
good.
stuff. Just in case you're wondering what she said.
Yes.
So.
She said, I'm a chocolate person. I don't do gummy stuff.
All right, I'm gonna try the cherry YumEarth
Because
lollipop.
he's a big candy guy. Yeah.
Yeah, oh yeah.
I like it all, so I fight over everything. I like sweets. That's my problem.
It tastes like a
These
lollipop.
just taste like a lollipop. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
these aren't.
I
yeah.
found those to be a little bit stickier than some lollipops. Was what I noticed, but
These remind me of the lollipop you get at the doctor's office on your way
Yeah,
out.
yeah, you're right.
Which are equally as sticky. Now, that's like if you're going to a doctor's office, like this is what you get. It's not bad.
did you have the yellow one?
The orange one you had.
No.
No.
There's a yellow one, and that's the worst of them. You got to try the yellow one. Yes, it is.
It's right here. It's right here.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna make Kelsey. This is riveting podcast right now. Somebody off camera you can't hear or see.
But you see her
eating.
hand. You see her hand.
Try it. Put it. It's
It
cute.
is cute.
Yeah, seahorses are
Adorable.
cute.
Oh, it's a seahorse. I thought it was an octopus because he handed me just the tail, and I thought it looked like a tentacle. No, he split it.
We split it in half because there's not a
I
lot of
licked the whole
yellows in there.
thing.
He handed me the tail, and it looked like a tentacle.
You know.
You know what's funny? Dave and I both handed you a tentacle. So both times you would have been like,
Oh, that's right. Both times you got the tentacle.
So I thought that it was an
tail.
octopus, but no, it was a seahorse.
Now,
tail.
what do you
I like
detect?
that one, but I also like lemon and that.
I
flavor.
see lemon. I'm with Steve.
It
It's
didn't
like a
taste lemon. Yeah, it
mango-y-
tasted more mangoey.
It didn't taste exactly lemon. I agree.
Mangosteen,
Wasn't exactly lemon.
mangosteen.
What do you got? Oh my god!
She doesn't have a strong feeling about this one either way.
You annoy me.
It has a
Yes,
stronger
that's what
aftertaste
you
than the
get.
other ones.
And
Yeah,
now
yeah.
You get
There's
an
that
aftertaste.
weird, like mangoey, lemony something. Right? There you go. Did you say
pineapple.
pineapple? Or did you
I
say
said
mango.
pineapple. I said pineapple.
mango? Okay, you're right.
You said coconut.
Oh, I did say
No, you
coconut.
said
I meant
coconut.
pineapple.
Say
though.
again? It could definitely be pineapple.
I meant pineapple
Not
when I said
coconut,
coconut.
yeah.
I meant pineapple.
How do you
Just
know?
so we're clear.
Can you go back?
coconut to
Do me a favor,
pineapple?
Steve. Go back and don't edit
Well,
that.
well
All right,
okay,
sounds good.
because
Nope, not going to.
because I don't eat pineapple or coconut really.
Pineapple's awesome. Oh, it's so.
Yeah, it's great on pizza.
No, if you're.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I'm
Get
kidding.
out
I'm
of
kidding.
this
I'm kidding. I'm
If
kidding.
you're,
Definitely
if
said
you're
no
a
one
s-
ever.
Here's the thing, though. If you're a sweets guy, which you are,
yes.
pineapple is.
Yeah,
the
what's
perfect
that bottle
animal.
you're holding
So
over there, ma'am?
sweet. It's awesome. One more. I gotta stop. Close this back. Take it away from me.
She doesn't like pineapple the fruit. She likes pineapple juice. Where are you going with that bottle? Wait a minute.
So, but on the whole though, the candy
She
passes.
also likes red wine apparently right now.
But on the whole, the candy passes the
What?
test.
Bailey's. Oh, excuse me. Never
So
mind.
on a whole, the candy
wine.
does pass the test though. Like if your kid can't have red dyes,
Oh,
or
no.
you want to avoid it,
Highly recommend
this
it.
you can absolutely.
I would recommend this candy to anybody.
Right?
Just
I
avoiding
think
red
it's
dye in
horrible.
general
Don't
is
eat
good
it.
for
Don't.
you.
Just say more for me. It's actually
I
really
actually do like it better than. Have you ever had Smart Sweets where they try and reduce the sugar and the Smart Sweets are not as good.
good. It's like Diet Coke. It's, yeah.
Yeah.
No, those taste like the actual candy.
They're not bad. They're not bad. So as I was going to I went to Trader Joe's today to
You know
get
what we
these
should
for
do?
the podcast.
Before I forget.
Yeah.
And what we could have done tonight, we didn't think about it. When we have a guest on, we put the actual Swedish fish next to
Hold the microphone by your mouth.
Ah.
Say it again, because I don't know if anybody heard that. I'm pretty sure
Oh,
I did. But just
so
in
what we could do
Just
with
in
some
case.
guests is
Blind
put
taste test.
blind taste test these next to actual Swedish fish
You
and
know what we
see
should
if
do
they
that
can
with?
tell.
case. We should do that with Mike Shannon, because he did the candy taste test last time he was here.
Bring 'em back. Bring 'em back.
Bring 'em back. I will say this.
And that.
I
Little bit
picked
of
these
this
up
and a
today.
little bit of that.
I picked these up today for the podcast.
Okay.
Nice.
Not remembering that probably everybody was out because there was no schools because teachers' conventions and whatnot. So I make my way to Trader Joe's to pick this up.
Okay.
Parking lot's packed, so I park across the street from Trader across the by
Parking
the
lot?
restaurant. Yeah. So I have to walk on a crosswalk. So I start walking down this crosswalk, and this woman in a Mazda SUV
Tries to run you over.
flying does not stop at all. I have to like literally stop
And it was your mother.
to turn in.
Because
was
she
Kelsey.
does a Mazda.
To turn,
Oh.
yeah, my mom does drive, but to turn into the parking lot. So she almost hit me, and then I'm staring at her like, I'm trying not to lose my cool, but like, so I'm like, I yelled as she almost hit me. I was like, "Whoa, pedestrian!" That's what I said. Didn't even look up. Like was just driving. So she parks right in front of the store. So somehow she found the spot right in front of the store as I'm walking, and I'm just staring at her like this, like
Okay.
Never even made eye contact.
No
with me.
reaction from her
No
to you
reaction
at all.
whatsoever. I don't even know I don't even think she realized she was just like
That was
almost
definitely his
killed
mother.
me. Oh, it was crazy.
You are a lot nicer than some people.
But I
I
didn't.
got right in her face like,
No, I
ma'am,
didn't-
you got to slow down in a parking lot.
I didn't do that, but I did give her the eyeballs, and I was like whispering pedestrian.
She's like, yes, 100 points each contact.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
5 points if you make him
You
jump.
know, you know what it is though. You know what it is though. I will say this: had I not run 5 miles today, and already gotten some of my energy out, I might have been like, "What are you doing?" But like, you know,
You're
you're
like, I'm exhausted.
I'm calm. I already got my, you know.
Another
Let
reason
yourself out,
to
yeah.
run. It will
Another
reduce,
reason.
It will reduce conflicts.
Well, well,
outside of the
I
home.
feel like that's any type
Listen.
of exercise. If
Yeah.
if you do something hard, do difficult things,
Yeah.
you'll find like most things you get a lot less heated. With certain
You bring
things,
it
like-
back full circle, right? It's any form of exercise is great for your mental health. Any therapist, any like people, any psychologist, psychiatrist, they recommend it because it's a release.
I mean, I definitely probably would have yelled at her if I hadn't run 5 miles.
It's better than you
earlier
did.
that
What are you
day.
going to get out of it anyway? Like you said, she probably didn't even notice.
Sure,
Yeah,
no, she
she
definitely
feels-
did not notice. Like
But
she
you
had,
got to slow down those parking
she
lots.
had, she was flying. But I don't know if you've ever been to that Trader Joe's parking lot in Brick. It is
the school, right?
it is a mob scene. It is. I mean, it is a mob. There's not enough parking spaces. Everybody's
That's
driving
where-
Brick
around.
Plaza in general is
And
just a
Kennedy
mob
Plaza,
scene.
right?
No, Brick.
Yeah, isn't it in our old plaza?
No,
No, Brick Plaza.
Brick.
Oh, it's in Brick Plaza.
You're
Oh.
thinking
Plaza.
of Lidl.
Not
or
the same.
Lidl.
Not the same plaza as Lidl. Yeah. No.
No, it's in the
Lidl,
one where the
sorry,
movie theater
Lidl.
is.
Oh, wow. I didn't know
Lidl's a
that.
store you should probably check out too. You know.
That's a good place. too.
Was it in the other one, though? It was always here?
Always there.
Oh.
Always Brick Plaza.
Okay.
Across the street from it's across on the other side of Brick Boulevard.
Yeah.
So,
Cool.
yeah, that's a mob scene over there. I mean, Trader Joe's
They're
was
popular. Yeah.
killing
They're
it.
popular. Is it? Are they mostly food? Is that what it is? I've
They
never-
got,
I
yeah,
haven't been in
mostly
one
food, but they
forever.
got like other different things.
But it's more like natural, organic stuff, right?
That's
Yeah.
the. I mean,
That's the selling point for it.
the sad part is, I mean, most of that stuff is more expensive than like
Yeah.
the healthier
yeah.
stuff tends to be more expensive than like your less healthy.
Well, the turnover
counterparts.
is faster. It doesn't stay as long because it's not sprayed with a bunch of stuff and
Yep.
filled with a bunch
Yep.
of stuff.
You gotta
So
get-
it's
you
going to
gotta get
cost
it out.
more because they need to get it off the shelves. But yeah, that's crazy. Awesome. This is great. I'm glad you shared it. And
this is awesome.
thank you.
Yeah, I had the idea when Sue and Melissa were like, because they've been on me about trying to dye-free candies because it's been a running thing with us. So once I did it yesterday, I was like, you know what? I should make the guys eat this stuff. I wish I still had. You tried the giggles on the hike, but I wish I still had the giggles. And I did actually.
Giggles were good.
I did actually. Just so we're
Those are
clear.
that's from Trader Joe's or from?
No, it's from Walmart.
Just so we're clear, I shall read this interaction. At 12:56 p.m. today, if possible, can you bring one package of giggles for me for the podcast purposes? For podcast purpose, and Melissa responded, "We might be out. Laugh out loud. I'll take a look and see what we have." I said, "I bought the Trader Joe's Swimmers."
That's it. We're making things happen. We're spreading the good word. I love it.
Yes, healthy. Food.
So
This
she
is
did tell
cool.
me Target. So I was.
Healthy
What took
foods.
me so long is that after we finished teaching classes, I went over to Target and I'm walking up and down all the aisles trying to find this stuff, and I can't find it. So I get on Google and Walmart, not Target, Walmart,
Had it.
Walmart. And I wasn't gonna stop at Walmart because by the time I already left Target, I was like, I've killed enough time here.
You know, what we should
I
do?
hear you.
We should reach out to them and see if they mind us marketing their product. It'd be awesome.
I actually I do think that it's time we start doing some stuff like that.
For Crocs.
For Crocs first, yes.
Well,
But
I
other
don't care
things
what
as
it
well.
is.
Other things
But
as
these are
well.
good though, folks. Seriously, try them out. Trader Joe's. Both of these are from Trader Joe's. These you also got Trader Joe's?
No.
Where'd
no,
you get
no,
the
no.
lollipops from?
YumEarth you can get. Well, Melissa gave them to me. She gets them on Amazon or
Okay.
at Walmart has YumEarth stuff. Yeah.
Even if your kids don't have allergies, it's a healthy alternative and
Yeah.
it tastes
A
the same.
healthy,
Still
healthier
healthier.
Yeah.
alternative.
Doesn't
That's why I
make
said
it
it that
healthy.
way.
Oh, I thought you
can't
said healthy. I was like,
No,
no,
I said healthier
healthier.
alternative.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Put it this way: eating or and consuming
it still
this
has
stuff.
sugar in it,
Yes.
and it still has.
It's
Consuming-
still candy. It's still candy.
Consuming this stuff is not going to be as big of a detriment to your body as if you were consuming the other.
Well, you
candy.
definitely don't have to worry about the red dyes, which is the big thing.
And apparently, seeing as you're saying, there's no high fructose corn syrup in it either.
Correct,
That's also
correct.
a big one.
Correct.
So
So yeah,
They're really cool. Thank you for sharing. I
Boom.
appreciate it. I will be sure to bring even less healthy stuff for us to try one time.
dude, like Nick does not like my crew hoodie with the pocket.
I don't
I
Stand
dislike
up, give them a little fashion show here.
I don't dislike it. I just don't think it's not
Yes.
Dave's normal repertoire that
Well,
I'm used to seeing.
What I tried to explain to Nick is
That's
my
fine.
style is versatile. I have all different looks.
That rhymes. Make a song out of it. Go.
Well, that's just what it is. No, the next song you're going to hear on this podcast is the Hymn of the Crocs.
We're putting it on the podcast.
No, well,
Why not?
no, we're going to do a separate video shoot.
That's what I thought was going to happen.
It could even be we introduced it in the podcast, and then you. Play
That could
it
be
and
our
we
new.
talk
That
about
could
it.
be our
we
new
tease
opening.
it, we
That
tease
could
it.
be our new opening song.
That could be 2025 opening song.
Okay, how about this? Okay, ready? You guys are probably going to say no to this. Never mind.
Go before we know. Don't be so negative.
Okay.
Yeah, come from a place of positivity.
Yes,
I
I can.
I am positive you're going to say no to this. Anyway, so
There you
yeah. Would you?
No.
Already sounds like a bad idea.
Would you forego me singing the hymn of the Crocs if
The
I?
answer's no. Now go.
No, definitely not.
That's you.
Don't even finish
There
the
was a
thought.
bet there, but go. Finish your hypothetical thought. That's never going to happen.
No,
Go.
you don't have to. You don't have to finish that thought.
I would like to know. I always
was
take a
gonna
pitch. Go.
say, would you forego me singing the hymn of the Crocs if I did our new podcast theme song instead?
No.
Wait, you're saying you want to do the Hymn of the Crocs and a podcast theme song?
No,
I agree.
I'm
yes,
saying
you can
no.
add to it. Yep.
That you see what the word forego means?
No. You
that
said in addition to is all I
No,
heard.
no.
You said
no.
You know-
in addition to.
See,
You
this
know,
is the thing: is that when I'm in charge of
for
the editing, I
inclusion.
can make sure
You
that
know-
what I've said has been said.
We should have
So-
You
tagged.
can edit it
Huh?
incorrectly.
We should have tagged Crocs several times in our Halloween video.
I did.
Did you tag Crocs?
I tagged Crocs in at least 2 of the teaser posts, and well, I can't tag them on YouTube, obviously.
Yeah, of course.
But I was able
no?
to tag
Why
them in
not?
at least a few of the teaser posts. I tagged them.
Why not on YouTube? Is it blocked?
But you
or
see, here's the
something?
thing.
No, you can't tag YouTube videos.
Oh, I know. Okay.
I mean, you could tag other YouTube channels, but I don't
You
think
do
Crocs
the
has a
at
YouTube
whatever.
channel.
Can't you do it like when you reference them in the description?
If they have a YouTube, do they have a YouTube channel?
I don't think so.
Does
No.
Crocs have a YouTube
I
channel?
thought folks
Can you
have
check
done
for
the
me?
At and
I
then
don't
they'll-
think so.
They'll tag like an Instagram.
In
site or
the
something.
in the breakdown maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, in the description.
comment, the
Yeah.
You can't tag.
But
You
when
can
say-
link to an
when you
Instagram
say
account.
at
You
and
can't
whatever
tag.
it may be, wouldn't that?
That would go to a YouTube channel on YouTube. You can only tag when you're on a certain platform. You can only tag things from that platform.
Oh, Crocs.
They have one.
Crocs does have a YouTube
Oh, it
channel.
does?
I couldn't imagine they wouldn't.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
Wait, no. It's an advertisement.
Oh,
Oh,
Wait.
okay. You say no.
It is
Filter
not a
by
channel.
channel. Filter by channel. So do the. If you searched Crocs, do the. Are you able to? There should be
no,
a
they're
filter
they're-
option.
He already's in it is the problem. So because he's
Oh, there's no
already
filter
there.
option.
Go back, Dave, to before you searched it.
If you go, yeah.
Yeah, do it here. Go to podcasts or whatever or something. All right, we'll
Type in
figure it
Crocs
out, folks.
again.
Well, we're trying to look at to see if we can continue to tag the
we would tag
mothership
them.
here of Crocs.
We could just start
They
tagging
can
them in
start
every
to
single one of
comment.
our
We
But
should
you
posts.
tag them in
been-
everything.
Haven't you been back and forth with them a couple of times on people like from the company have commented on our
One
stuff
time.
early on?
One time we commented on one of their
Right?
things and they responded.
That's what it was.
Which
I
is
remember
what good
one.
social media marketing, people on companies' payroll should be doing.
This is correct.
So
Nice.
I don't think they really gave us a second thought, honestly. They probably didn't even look at what our profile
One
was.
day though.
Well, they'll know who we are. They'll know.
One day.
We're going to become ambassadors for them. We talked about this. We're going into their
Do it.
program. It's going to happen.
I mean, I own one share. I made one share order.
I'm
at
telling
Crocs.
you, you and me,
Go to
we,
you should go
we
to the,
need to buy a
shareholder
share,
meeting.
and then we'll have 3 shares.
I should show up to a shareholder
That
meeting.
would be hilarious.
Sir, we do these online. Nope, I'm here for the meeting in person.
Yeah, I would like to meet you guys. I need to feel the room. We need to get the energy from the room. Who are you again? I'm an owner. I'm surprised you don't know
1%
me.
of an owner.
Watch your security staff is all dressed up in Croc armor, like
Oh
stormtroopers.
my gosh, that would be
Security?
great. You have like a croc covered cattle prodder. Like, let me in. I'm good. You should do it.
Yeah, this is gonna
A
be the
nice
plan.
big chain with a gold croc at the end. I like it. I like it.
Yeah.
I don't know where this is going.
No, it's not going anywhere.
It's
we're
going to be
good.
a
No, we're
Crocs
good.
rap video that happens from Dave.
It might be.
I'm saying to him of a Crocs. He's going to do a Crocs rap video.
No. I never agreed to that. You agreed to do the hymn of the Crocs.
And it was
I
wasn't it a
agree.
bet that he lost.
No, it was a bet that I won, and I said I would do it anyways. I'll go back and pull up the episode if you
Yeah,
want.
Please do.
I'll
Please
do it.
Yep.
I have it's
Cue
just the
that up.
benefit of having it all on footage. I'll show you guys.
Cue that up.
Show you guys tomorrow.
He is the
Either which way,
Fake
singing.
news.
He's singing. He's singing. It's happening.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this for a year now.
I've been waiting for my choir robe.
And I wrote the thing a long time ago.
Did
I
we
will
still
buy a
not
choir
get it?
robe right now.
You've said you were going to be doing that so
All
long.
right, give him a $3 choir
We're
robe
gonna-
already.
yeah,
You're
right.
done with it.
Kim-
He never said it has to be high quality. It doesn't have to be a choir
No,
robe.
no. Plus, that,
Don't your kids have choir robes? Aren't they like all in church going?
No. No, my kids are in
that kind of
band.
church.
Yeah. They're in band, so he shouldn't wear a robe.
All right,
for
here we
that.
go. Choir robe right there, $15.
did you
Cheaper.
say you already had one in your
Go
cart?
cheaper.
I'm pretty sure you said you already had one in your cart.
I did a
Cheaper.
while ago.
Cheaper.
No, there's nothing cheaper than that. $15.
Cheaper.
Filter by cheapest.
Oh, yeah, you can filter by cheapest. Why are you so
No, $15. That's the one.
Cheapest. Go
That's the one.
cheapest.
We're gonna go by Matt Choir. Church baptism. Yeah, okay. This is gold, baby.
Get him a child size. It's cheaper.
That's not gold.
How funny would that be if it just
Oh
stops
man,
here?
we get this by Sunday.
Done. You mean by today?
Today.
Yes.
It's coming in today.
It's today. Yep, exactly.
Add to cart. Oh no, size.
What is it the length of the size?
I don't know. It says 39, 42, 45, 45 plus. He does look plus. 48.
It's all the muscles we were talking about earlier.
48 plus.
No, not even close.
What's this by age?
Don't do 42 then.
Is there
Don't do
is there
42.
under 10?
Under 10.
I think that's higher.
Good news. They have a 57 plus.
Good. So we find someone you know that's in that age range. We can offer it to them.
Oh man, what is it?
Oh, folks, you see what I put up with
what
here.
are the sizing details? They're
Send
just
me
numbers.
Love
There's
and
no size
care in the
chart.
Oh, wait a
comments
minute. We can get
for
it different
what I
colors.
have to deal with.
Do we want to get them in white? How about pink to
Yeah.
match? Oh,
The pink
with the
frocks.
Pink frocks.
Done. But they're not real Crocs though.
Oh.
I mean, I haven't worn them in any
Look
other
at
videos since
that.
then.
Look at that. It does need your bust size.
Did you do?
I was gonna say, like that's the females robe. We just saw
Size
that.
a double
So?
D, please.
So?
Listen,
Oh wait, okay, here we go.
Let's figure it
I
out.
said
the
there has to be a
build
size
length.
chart.
It's
That's
the
what I
length.
said. That's what I told you. I told you it was the length. How
Fit,
tall are you?
weight.
Welcome to Kickin' the Crocs, the podcast. We talk about the sizing of choir robes.
How tall are you?
I'm
5'6"?
5'5".
5'5"? Okay.
Dude. All right, you want the orange one? You want the pink one? We're gonna go pink. I think it's appropriate.
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right.
Do it.
Although it is extra for the pink.
No. What do you mean? How much is it for the?
It's like $1 more.
No, it's less. Wasn't it 17?
No,
Now
no, no,
16?
no, no, no. The white is $15.
Oh.
$15.70.
Go white. I ain't giving him
Yeah, we'll go white. We'll go white.
And then you can use any color shoes he wants. You can reuse it again.
Yeah, that's true. You can wear it out.
Reuse it again. Why would I reuse it?
Oh,
Why
don't
wouldn't
worry.
you reuse it?
I'm not wearing a
You could
choir
be a
robe.
guest. Maybe you guest host as that, or guest star as yourself singing that song. in
Maybe
other
we'll
skits
reuse
that
it
we
for other
have.
things.
Yeah,
We
come
could
on.
use it for other skits. That'd be pretty
That's
good.
what I'm saying. I'm all about reusing the good
That's
stuff.
what I'm saying. We could do like a sister act, but like with Crocs.
And only he sings. I love it.
Yeah, right? That's what I'm saying.
And
You know,
Puppet
I
Kelsey.
recall there
we'll-
being a 12
we'll
days
have
of
Puppet
Kickmas where you
Kelsey.
two joined me in the singing.
There
I
is a
don't
12 days. There's another 12 days of Kickmas coming out.
And I think we've always joined you in the singing. We've never
Yeah.
let you.
I
out.
mean, forcibly.
last year.
I wouldn't call what I do singing, but
But last year we got that done in record time, man. The
Oh,
singing
yeah.
part. It was wild.
Well,
I was
that's
really
because-
happy with that.
Did we?
we're still waiting on the blooper reel.
Yes.
From our Halloween video? I haven't had time to sit down and edit it yet, but I'll do it. It'll get to it.
All right, so Robe coming in fast.
Oh, shoot. I forgot to
Then
post the submission today,
what
too.
will be your next reason for not doing it once the Robe is in? Do you have excuse B ready in the wings?
We'll figure it out.
Uh-huh.
No, he's singing. We're making this happen.
Because you wrote it a while ago, right?
Oh, yeah. I still have it saved
was
in
like
the notes.
6-7 months ago. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It's ready to go.
Listen, on that note, folks, if you guys
You
want to
wrote
see
it when we decided to do the Ninja Turtles video that we said we're going to do a year ago?
which one?
Oh, we're going to get it done.
What
we
is that?
said we were going to do this Ninja
We still
Turtles
have to do more
video.
challenges for the gibbets.
Yeah, we have all those.
So, yeah, as I say,
I don't
guys,
even-
we are failing.
Are
We are
gonna,
failing hard as
we are
content
not.
creators.
We are pushing
We're
forward.
slowly
We're-
building momentum.
Sounds good. Very slowly.
One-
Extremely
one
slowly.
video per year. One gibbet per year.
That's
No. We never said how fast we were giving out these gibbets.
Never. Yes.
Let's just start opening the calendar again because we're almost to Christmas. So-
Right, exactly.
Wow, you're right.
I already told Lembo, or Lily, the girl that gave us the count last year, I was like, don't. Because she said, I'm not going to say how much it was. It was very expensive.
We should almost
that.
start
So when I say
having
don't, get us
competitions
another one.
for
Don't get us
people in
another
public for the gibbets.
Yeah, I was like, don't
So
get
give
us
a
another
Croc.
one.
If you
we
could
haven't
throw a
even
kick, you get a
finished doing the
gibbet. Done.
challenges for the ones that you got us for last year, so don't get us another one. We're fine. Thank you.
We are going to finish the challenges, though. That is
We'll finish it.
We're gonna do on New Year's Eve. We're gonna do a countdown of challenges. I'm saying it here.
Hey,
Maybe
don't
not
for- and
on New
don't
Year's
for-
Eve, but
no,
we'll film
Film
it
it and
for New
release
Year's
it for New Year's
Don't
Eve.
forget, we also have our 100th episode anniversary coming up.
Wait, Kelsey's gonna be on.
Nah.
Well, okay. Well, also, I guess we didn't really hash this out
I
yet.
love it.
Are we gonna do a Christmas thingy, like a separate Christmas thingy for the Bots Boys that they asked us to do?
That is
Or-
an offline thing that we will have as a discussion. I am
Okay.
all for it, but we don't want to ruin the surprise.
That's true.
And listen,
I wonder if
we
these
can
give you
ask.
that.
Super happy.
I wonder if these give you the same. You ever eat too many Swedish fish and then your belly's like, there's a Swedish fish revolt in your belly?
Can I be honest?
No.
Yes.
I've eaten too much of almost everything, and they have many revolts in my belly. So yes, the answer is yes. I'm Italian.
But I am too.
I saw the funniest comedian, a friend of mine. Actually, my cousin sent it to me today, and yesterday. I'm sorry. And the comedian said he went to the doctor, and the doctor says, how tall are you?" "I'm 5'9". "How much do you weigh?" "I'm 180 pounds." He goes, "Okay, well, based on your scale, your chart, you're obese." And he goes, "Okay, doctor. So here's the thing. It's actually known as Italian." He goes, "If someone comes in here that's 5'9", and they're what's the weight I'm supposed to be? 160. Okay, they're either deathly ill, or their mother hates them. I'm actually considered anorexic for Italian, and also very tall."
So I'm
It was the funniest comic ever. I loved
I
it.
am
It was a good- it
an
was a good
Italian
class.
gent as well.
I love it.
I'm 50% because my mom's side, but we only really
Nice.
talk to my mom's side. So.
I am over 50%.
It's okay. I'm slightly over 50% as well.
Yeah, slightly.
Just slightly.
I'd have to be 50%.
I'm slightly
because
100%.
I don't. My dad is a mongrel, but my mom's side is from Italy. So the Delaguzos was her maiden name.
Nicole has tainted the pure Saiyan blood.
I mean, so my
My kids
nephew,
are like
my nephew's
trunks and
always
goat
like
tanks.
because
Yeah, well.
my nephew's always like because he can get citizenship in Italy because we
too.
can literally trace back. We know exactly who lived in Italy.
As long as you're within like
Oh, then I'm sure my
3 or
family
4
could do that too, then.
generations and
Easily.
you could tie it back,
Easily.
you could do it. Yeah.
My
yeah.
great grandfather.
Well, my friend, his son got it about 2 years ago. He says it's a process, but you can do it.
My great grandfather. My great grandfather, my great grandmother, and then
But I
also
believe you have to go to New York. 'Cause you need to
also
go to
my
the
great
Italian
grandfather and
consulate.
great grandmother on my so my grandma and my grandpa were both from Italy.
Nice.
Their parents
we
were
going?
from Italy. So
When are you going? You
I
going?
don't know.
You should go. Go to the motherland.
My grandma.
It's great
So-
being here. It is.
So-
really
so
want to
it was,
go to
uh,
Italy
So my
so
my
bad.
grandfather,
You can stay at my place.
my grandfather, my
So
mom's
bad, I wanna
dad,
go.
he was the
You're
It's just
Delaguzo,
time. It's just time.
but they had Leon as well.
Hmm.
So I had a great grandma Leon.
Nice.
I never met that side. I met my grandfather's parents were still alive when I was a kid, but not my grandmother's. So
Oh my gosh, I should almost have my cousin from Italy come on the podcast.
yes, she doesn't speak Italian. She doesn't speak English. Doesn't
Nope.
she?
We'll have to use a translator.
I got him.
That would be actually very
Because
interesting.
Kelsey, we could see if Kelsey could practice her
So
Italian.
we have a
Kelsey,
translator
could
too.
you help us? Listen, I have butchered the Italian language, so you'd have to help me out. Yes, you can. You're not worse than me. We could practice. You and I can talk to each other, and you can see how bad it is, and you'd be like, "Yeah, Nick, don't talk to her." And you can see what I completely have lost. Well, so here's the thing, right? So we went to LSI and went to the Statue of Liberty, and my parents are first generation immigrants here, came in here
Yes.
legally, became citizens, all that good stuff, and it's really emotional kind of watching it. We even took a mock citizenship exam. They have the ability
Yep.
to do that, and Isabella couldn't have been more excited to pass the test. And I said that's how people feel when they're actually studying for it. Have
Yeah.
never taken it and passed the test. They have more pride in the ability
Yeah.
to be a U.S. citizen. At least that's what my father told me.
Right.
And you had mentioned Carolyn. She had someone that was watching, Denise, who's a fantastic person, used to watch her father before he had passed away. She got her citizenship last year, and she couldn't have been more proud, and she should have been. She knew that stuff inside and out, backwards and
Great.
forward.
But
Phenomenal.
we,
That's awesome.
We've
It's
talked
awesome.
We've talked about that on the podcast before, but like they've come like my grandfather's parents spoke Italian and English,
Mhm.
and my grandmother's parents were like they were we don't speak Italian anymore. We live in America.
That was not my family, but somewhat my family. So when I was younger, I spoke only Italian until about I hit preschool. And then at preschool, I started having a couple issues, and that's when they tiered back the Italian. And my dad, to this day, says the one mistake he believes the Italians made coming here is fully conforming to be accepted in the American society. They should have kept a little bit heavier the Italian.
I remember because
traditions,
Christmas Eve is always
and some still do, by the way.
Christmas Eve is always the big thing in you know, 7 dishes of fish, the whole nine. And I remember being a little kid because my great grandfather was alive till I was like, I want to say 4 or 5.
Now we're just little adults. Go.
Yep.
And he did not speak a lick of English.
My grandmother.
So I remember my great grandparents, and they were just weird old folks that didn't speak English. And I remember being confused as a kid because like they would like, you know, oh, they want to see the
and
kid.
you're like, who is this person?
They didn't speak English, and they couldn't even say our names right. Well, they could say my name right, but they couldn't.
My grandfather.
They couldn't say Corinne's name. My sister, Karina.
My
Like, that's not her
grandfather
name.
only learned the bad
Karina's
words on
pretty close.
purpose because he would crack himself up. He would say all the words you don't want to say out loud. And then what he would start doing is teach the grandkids and then send him into a room like a grenade. And you would see him from the other room cry laughing when they would come in and say what you don't expect from a kid. And he would be belly laughing, falling off the couch laughing. We have a couple of videos of him, and he's messing with one of my cousins, and they say something that, you know, normally you wouldn't want the little kid to say. And he's dying. And then you just look, he's one of those infectious laughs. When he starts laughing, you start laughing.
Too,
And you're like, why am I laughing? This is the horrible example. And we're all just cracking up. So it's a funny thing that way. And he ran
When people do that,
he ran a business here.
When people do that with little kids,
Didn't
I
speak
had
English.
a younger brother who since
Hey,
became a
business
student.
is a universal language.
Seriously.
The kid's a student now, but he wasn't. So his older brother's been a student,
Okay.
and he was too young to be a student yet, right? So it was during COVID. We were going out, we were doing the temperature checks and whatnot. So I opened the door to do the temperature check, and the little brother stands in front. I think I've even told the story in the podcast before, and he gives me double middle fingers.
No, I don't remember this story. No, go ahead.
No, I don't
Double
think you said
middle
the story
fingers.
at all.
And the mom was super embarrassed. Like, so picture I come out, I'm like, oh, hello, everybody, let's line up for a temperature. And this little, at the time, like 3-year-old stands, looks at me.
Double birds.
Double birds. And the mom's like, oh my God. And it's in front of all the other parents that are like waiting to get their kids in. And again, this kid wasn't a student yet. His brother was.
Uh-huh.
She pulls him away. And then afterwards, after we let all the kids in, she's like, oh my God, I am so sorry. My sister taught him a handshake. I'm going to murder her. That's the end of the handshake. So her sister, the
It's
aunt,
almost like a
who
high
doesn't
five.
have kids, walked this whole handshake that ends with the double birds, thinking that's a hilarious thing to teach.
It
the
is
kid.
hilarious. They're little kids.
It is
I'm not
funny.
saying
It's
do
just
it, but it's
in
funny.
the moment. It's
But like,
huh?
I was like, well, you're not the first to do that to me.
Nope.
Anyway,
You won't be the last. Isabella.
and the
now-
parents laughed, but it was like,
It's funny now that Izzy's older, she starts to notice I point with my middle finger sometimes. So I'll
my
do
son,
this.
that's all he points with.
And-
His son only
And
uses
Isabella's like,
middle
you're using your middle finger again. I'm like, I'm just pointing.
Kelsey's doing it right now.
My son only points with his middle finger. That's it. At all times.
And he'll literally go like,
Both hands.
But you know what it is? It's not, it's
Both
not
hands.
Like, it's not like just the middle finger, but it'll be like the predominant
And then
finger.
I'll try
I'll be
to
like
push
this.
He
buttons.
won't.
Push
He push
buttons
buttons
with
with it.
Yeah.
He does everything with his middle
every
finger.
time I'm like, no, this finger.
Well,
And
what's-
sometimes he'll keep using that finger. Most
What's
of the time he
funny
switches
though
back.
is
Most of the
if
time,
you go to a lot of
sometimes he uses the other
countries
one.
outside of the U.S., that doesn't mean anything, right?
Yeah.
In Italy, it's the full motion, right? The arm.
Yeah.
And we get into everything, right? It's the full motion to make that effect or whatever that word.
Yeah, yeah.
But here,
I
it's,
bite my thumb to you, sir.
you know what we should do? I would
You
love
bite your thumb,
the
sir?
history of certain things, right? So like where did that even start? Like the middle finger being something here. I don't even know.
Oh no, I do know where that
Oh, where?
started.
I don't.
It was
We're a family-friendly podcast.
no.
We're teaching you the history of sign language.
It had to do. No, it had to do with a war.
Okay.
And it was
A
because
war on words.
no. It was because
Did I
it
finish
was
my tea? I did not.
archers would pull back.
Yep.
So they would show like they still had their middle finger
Mm.
to show like oh you because they were supposed to cut off the middle fingers. Hang on.
If you know it already, in the comment section, start typing in what you believe the history is.
Um,
and we're
Yeah,
looking it up right
the
now.
idea of middle finger gesture originated from English archers at the Battle of Agincourt in 1415.
It's a myth.
Oh, it's a myth.
They're trying.
There is no evidence that the French cut off the fingers of captured archers because that was the idea. That was the idea.
Yeah. Or if you played Assassin's Creed, you cut it off so that your hidden blade can come through and kill someone. Anyway, didn't mean to go into. That is a video
Well,
game.
now I'm sad that that's myth.
myth.
That's such a cool
It's
thing.
so funny. You're reading it, and I was like, myth, and you're like, oh, I didn't get to that sentence yet. Darn it.
Because it's so much cooler if you're like, you didn't cut off my finger. You know, like,
Aha! And I still took all of your folks out from long
well,
distance.
Google, you've ruined my life again.
That's why sometimes we need true articles.
That's why
not
we
just
need a young Jamie to check stuff out like that. Kelsey's dropping the ball over there.
Everybody slowly look over at Steve.
No. Shadow half. She's not. Look at her. She's just on her phone.
Research
right
the history of that hand gesture and tell us what you learned. Yeah, that's the one.
there. You're very familiar with
the
it.
one
I
that
see.
you just gave us?
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually quite talented at flaring that out.
All right.
All
Well,
right. Unnaturally
you stay
talented.
kicking internet.
I know, seriously. But on
that
that note,
note.
though, on that note,
Let's
Sure.
kick this croc into a very non-red dye comfort mode.
oh yes,
Okay.
healthier. Go.
Interesting, yeah. Anyways, if you haven't already, please make sure you follow us on Instagram and on TikTok at Kickin and Crocs, KICKIN.in.Crocs.
C to the R to the O to the C to the S.
The best.
Subscribe to us on YouTube to watch the video versions of this podcast. Comment below if you have any opinions on any of the topics that we've talked about today.
Subats.
Comment.
And like the video if you enjoyed it. And if you're listening on audio only, then you should give us
5 lobsters.
5 of your favorite healthier Red Lobsters. I like it. Do it and share with all your friends because now you can have more candy because it's slightly less sugar and dye. So you can have even more of them while you're talking and about our show, watching our show, sharing our show, subscribing.
You know, now I'm
to
reading the
our
back and it tells you
show.
exactly what the lobsters, dolphins, seahorses, and rockfish.
That's it. Is a rockfish. That's the blue one. that you're talking
okay,
about.
there it is, yeah.
Nice.
Rockfish.
All right, bring us home.
Until next time, I've been Steve.
And you stay kicking it. I mean, always Dave.
Still Nick.
We love you from the bottom of our Crocs.
And if you ain't crocking, then you ain't rocking. That should be like Nick's line or something, because you have that line. I have this. You stay kicking internet. He should have a line. He should have that line. You can have that line.
I don't want to.
You
do
just
no,
say-
I'll get my own line.
Yeah, it should just be like, what the Crocs, folks.
Oh, that is want to be the new catchphrase.
Crocs out.
No, that doesn't
We're
work.
done.
You stay kicking internet. We're gonna end it
Stay
after that.
kicking.
Woo! Interesting people while styling while we run. It's kicking in Crocs. We're kicking in Crocs.